Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show. Now this is a video that was requested by a lot of people. Credit card two-player mode explained. Now if you don't know what two-player mode is when you climb the credit card ladder with your spouse or significant other and accumulate cashback and points and miles for free travel together. It's one of the most effective ways to make those dream travel goals come sooner. And don't worry, if you're not married, you can do this with your girlfriend or boyfriend, or perhaps you just have a travel buddy, just a friend that you want to go on a dream trip with, and you can do this together as well. Now, before we get started, guys, if you want another way to realize your financial goals sooner, you can currently get up to 12 free fractional shares when you sign up for the very popular zero commission investing stock brokerage app Webull. You get 2 shares for signing up, worth between $300 and $300, and either 4, 8, or 10 shares for depositing any amount of money, worth between $7,000 and $3,000. So that's a minimum value of $34 and a maximum possible value of $30,600. Luck of the draw what you get. Link is below if you're interested. So first of all, let's look at building your credit together, because that's really the first step on the credit card ladder to get started. And obviously, if you've already built your credit, you can skip this section. But when you're building your credit, authorized user cards can really help you build credit faster. Now, it will help if one spouse already has a longer credit history and they add you as an authorized user, because on many credit cards, it will give you the entire history of the card reporting to your credit report, not just from the date that you were added to it. So it can look like you've already got a year or 2 years of credit card history, even though you just got one authorized user card. But even if one spouse doesn't have a longer credit history and you are both just starting from scratch, it can still help if you get one card each and then add each other as an authorized user, because then you will both have 2 accounts on your credit report and 2 sets of on-time payments each month reported to the credit bureaus. It will make your credit go faster. In addition to helping you build your credit, adding authorized users can sometimes get you, the person who adds them, a little bonus. For example, 5,000 points or 10,000 points, etc. Now, the bonus for adding an authorized user, it's never going to be as big as a welcome bonus on a card like 50,000 points, but you will often get a bonus for it. Now, these bonuses are often targeted or limited time offers. I tried to see if I could find one for you on one of my cards to demo in this video. I couldn't find one, but do look out for little pop-ups in your credit card account, or when you're signing up for a credit card, one of the steps will often be sign up, add an authorized user, and there may be a little bonus for that. One downside though of adding your significant other as an authorized user is that it takes up a 524 slot on their credit report. Now, if you don't know, 524 is the rule from Chase, where if you've opened 5 or more credit cards in the past 24 months, which is 2 years, Chase will not give you a new Chase card, okay? You will not be able to open a new Chase card. Now, authorized user accounts can count towards that 524 total. However, in my experience, if you get denied for a Chase card and you then phone up the reconsideration line, sometimes, not always, but sometimes, if you explain that one of your accounts is an authorized user account, they will not count that account in their consideration, and they will reverse their decision and approve you for the card. For me, 50% of the time, it's worked every time.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Okay, I got the quote slightly wrong, but whatever. All right, now let's look at referrals, because this is a huge way. So spouses, friends, you can refer each other. Just don't refer yourself, okay, because that attracts attention of the rewards abuse team. But if you refer each other, it is possible for you to get way higher bonuses than are publicly available, and the person who refers someone will also get a bonus for adding or for referring that person, because you're basically being paid. You're doing marketing for the credit card company, so they are paying you for it. Here's an example. My Amex Gold card is currently showing a referral bonus of 30,000 points if I successfully refer someone to the card. And then the person who gets the card will get a welcome bonus of 90,000 Amex points as well, which is better than the public offer. The public offer is currently 75,000 points. So combined, we would earn 120,000 points together. And remember, as a couple, we're going to use those points together anyway. So it's not like 30 here, 90 there. It is a total together of 120,000 points, which is obviously considerably more than the public offer, which is just 75,000 points. 100,000 points, all right, with 20,000 left over, would get us a round-trip economy class ticket to Europe from the US East Coast for 2 people, okay? Whereas 75,000 points, the public bonus, would only get us 1 round trip and 1 one-way ticket in economy. So for a couple playing 2-player mode, just by doing that extra step, that referral, and getting those higher bonuses, that's the difference between us being able to go to Europe together and not. So you can see that this is incredible value. You can also do referrals with Chase cards and with Capital One cards. Next, let's look at lounge access. Now, many what I call tier 4 in my 5-tier credit card ladder system. Okay, these are premium cards with high annual fees. Many of these cards, pretty much all of these cards, will give you some kind of lounge access, whether that's Priority Pass, the new Sapphire lounges, Capital One lounges, or the older Amex Centurion lounges. They're all competing right now. Most of these cards will offer you 2 free guests as well. So for most people, you only really have to have one premium tier 4 card between 2 people and you both get lounge access, all right? So don't necessarily both go and sign up to the Amex Platinum. If one person has it, generally both people can benefit. And you can both benefit because generally these cards will give you 2 free guests, okay? But if you have more than 3 people in your family, let's say you have 4 people, so you need 1 extra person on top of the 2 free guests, instead of that person applying for the card themselves, it's actually usually a lot cheaper if you apply for an authorized user card for them. Let's say you have the Amex Platinum at $695 a year. Well, if you pay $175 a year, you can get up to 3 authorized user cards for that $175, okay? And they all come with lounge access. So it's a lot cheaper way just getting an authorized user card on your account than if that person in your family applied for it directly. All right, now let's get into talking about hotel benefits. Now, it is very hard for one person to have a high-level status with every single hotel chain, okay? But if you are in 2-player mode, you can split up the statuses by different, each partner having different credit cards that give hotel statuses. Then it's not like you have to have every single hotel card, but you can have half of them and the other person can have half of them. So for us, I am generally a Hilton and Marriott guy myself. I have Marriott Gold and I have Hilton Diamond. My wife is a Hyatt girl, all right? She's got Hyatt Discoverers from the Chase World of Hyatt credit card and also Platinum Elite from the IHG credit card, also from Chase. So if we're gonna stay in a Hyatt property like the Hyatt Ziva Resorts, or an IHG property like the Intercontinental, we will definitely book it with my wife's card, okay? And we will get an upgrade, like we got a great upgrade to a club level room at the Regent Taipei, which is an IHG hotel. And then if we're gonna stay at Hilton, for example, we'll book it in my name because I'm Hilton Diamond, and that got the whole family a suite upgrade at the Conrad in Las Vegas, and also a corner room upgrade at the Conrad in Washington, DC just a week ago. Now, recently though, I was able to get Hyatt Explorer status, which is 1 tier higher than my wife now, through getting the Wyndham credit card, getting Wyndham Diamond status, matching to Caesars, then to MGM, and then finally to Hyatt. So basically, I have not only Hyatt Explorer status, but I now have all of the high-level hotel casino statuses that we'll use in Vegas. So next time we go to Vegas, we'll most probably be booking in my name unless my wife gets some other important status before then. So this way you can maintain a load of high-level hotel statuses between you, many more than it would be worth maintaining on your own, okay? Because if you're just one person, you're not realistically gonna stay in all those different hotels to get the statuses for everyone. And I can give you an example of this. It does save you money because recently, since I'm Hilton Diamond, my wife just downgraded her Hilton card to the no annual fee card. It's no point her having it now that I'm Hilton Diamond. And if you're always traveling together, because that is what 2-player mode implies, it doesn't matter who books because everyone staying in the room will benefit from the status, which gives you things like room upgrades, free breakfast, late checkout, etc. All right, now let's talk about points pooling, and then at the end, we'll talk about hotel free nights and the Amex Fine Hotels and Resorts collection, which can deliver a lot of value in 2-player mode. So first of all, if you're using the Chase system, it is very easy to pool points in one person's Chase card. Let's say that one partner has the Freedom Flex card from Chase and the other person has the Chase Sapphire Reserve. If the person with the Freedom Flex earns points on their Flex card, but then they transfer them over to the Sapphire Reserve, those points then take on 1.5 cents per point in value, and that extra value could mean the difference between booking 2 plane tickets and booking 1. You also can transfer points from the Sapphire Reserve to one person's frequent flyer programs or hotel programs, so it's a great way of being able to get points from 2 people's credit cards and pool them either in one Chase account or in one frequent flyer program. With Amex, you can't transfer points between members within Amex accounts. However, if you add an authorized user, you can then transfer points to the frequent flyer programs in the name of that authorized user. So it's a little bit of a workaround. You just have to be able to trust that person enough to add them as an authorized user, and they do have to be an authorized user for at least 90 days before you can transfer points to their frequent flyer program. With Citi, you can also transfer Citi thank you points between different people's credit card accounts. However, you can only transfer up to 100,000 to one individual per year, and the points will expire 90 days after they're transferred. So do make sure you have a plan for them to use them for travel, or you at least know which transfer partner you're going to transfer them to, and you do that before they expire after 90 days. Then there are also hotel and airline loyalty programs that allow you to pool points. I give you just a couple of them. So you can see in my British Airways account, my points balance is 183,000, but my family account is 224,000. Me and my wife transfer miles from our Chase and Amex accounts to our own British Airways accounts, and they pool together here. Hilton also allows you to gift, pool, get it? Pool, swimming pool, and transfer points. And many other programs can do it too. I find pooling points is especially useful for hotels, since if you are going to book a flight with points, you literally have to book double, okay? You have to book 2 seats and pay double. However, if 2 people want to stay in a hotel room, you're just paying for the room. So it costs the same amount of points whether 1 person or 2 people are staying in it. So you can really get a lot of value by pooling points. Now let's get into hotel free nights. So many credit cards, especially the mid-tier ones from Marriott, IHG, Hyatt, etc., they offer an anniversary free night once per year. It's usually worth about $150 or so. Now, if you are just one person, just staying somewhere for one night may not be that useful, because if you go on a trip, you want to go somewhere meaningful, you might have to drive quite a long way or even fly, so you might want to stay more than 2 nights. However, if you and your partner both have the same credit card and you've both got a free night, you can use those free nights together. Just make 2 separate bookings, okay? You book one, your spouse books the second night, for example, and when you turn up at the hotel, you just explain to them that you've got 2 bookings, and they will normally kind of merge them into one, or they will normally let you stay in the same room, basically, okay? Most hotel chains doesn't really cause any problem. You can make 2 bookings, just let them know at the desk and it'll be fine. And you can use the same trick for the American Express Fine Hotels and Resorts collection, and this gives you even more value. So if you have the Amex Platinum, it offers a $200 credit for the American Express Fine Hotels and Resorts collection. So if you both have the card and you book 2 nights on separate bookings, you can both take home that $200 credit, which really goes to offset about just under 1/3 of the card's hefty annual fee. And this is what I did at the Bellagio in Las Vegas. We booked 2 nights on 2 different cards, and we got $200 back each night, okay? So that's a total of $400, and since Vegas prices are so cheap, that almost covered the entire stay. Now there is another trick that you can do here. You see, the Fine Hotels and Resorts collection, in addition to giving you things that you can enjoy for your whole stay, like free breakfast every morning or a room upgrade or whatever, there's also a $100 property credit that you can use for things like restaurants or room service, and that is only valid once per stay, okay? So you stay 1 night, you get the $100 credit. You stay 5 nights, you still just get the $100 credit. However, if you are so cheap that, if you are so hardcore at travel hacking that you are willing to check out in the morning after your first night and then check in again that same day, so you actually do check out and check back in, have 2 completely separate bookings, you could actually get that $100 credit twice. Now it does mean that you're gonna have to move rooms, but it should work. As long as you have a different check-in agent, they should actually see it as 2 completely different bookings. They might not even know that you were there the night before. But it is a little bit of a hassle, and it really depends on your financial situation. I know for me, $100 would not be worth it for me to have the hassle of checking out of one room, taking my cases and everything downstairs, and then checking back in again the same day, especially when I have 2 kids. But you know, I think back to my early 20s when I had no money, and I really would do crazy things like that to get maximum value out of a credit card or out of a hotel stay. So maybe some of our younger viewers would be interested in doing that. Checking out on the second morning, then checking back in an hour or 2 later, and getting that $100 credit twice. Let me know, guys, in the comments below. Would you do the check out and check back in thing to get that $100 credit 2 times? And if you did do it, you would get a total of $600 back in the form of credits, and you still get all the other stuff like free breakfast and enhanced room and 4 p.m. late checkout, etc. All right, guys, that is where I'm going to leave it with our video on 2-player mode. There's probably a few more things I could cover. Leave them in the comments below. Also, if you're interested in any of the credit cards I've talked about in this video, I will put my credit card guide in the links below as well on my website, which features a lot of the credit cards I have talked about, especially the ones from American Express and Chase. Also, don't forget about that Webull deal for up to 12 free stocks. That's in the links below as well. Please subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.